Welcome to another episode of Satisfying Static, where Maggie said, "Let's get it going," and I said, "Sounds like the beginning of a rap video," and she said, "No."
No.
She said simply no.
It didn't. And we didn't record that part. We would play it back for you if we could, but we didn't record that part, and it really didn't sound like the beginning of a rap video. But I love your creativity. That's why we're here.
I had somebody in my comment section the other day tell me to be a public speaker, and I was like, "Yeah, I would love to do that." How do you do that? And they're like, "Be a motivational speaker," and I was like, "I don't motivate myself off the couch most days. Like, no."
Right? I can't motivate me. What makes you think I'm going to motivate you?
Yeah, it sounds awfully gimmicky to me. Thank you.
Wow. Interesting.
So if anybody has public speaking tips on how to make that a career that isn't being PR for a terrible company or being a motivational coach, that would be great.
Yeah, send them our way, I guess. Somebody in my comments mentioned that I don't eat sweets, which isn't completely accurate, but it was a podcast fan, obviously.
Oh, right. Probably from that episode we talked about your sugar stuff.
Sugar, yeah. And I was like, oh, this is really random. Hi. But I thought that was really cute. So I guess some housekeeping. COVID, which kicked my ass last week, has done a wonderful jumpstart on my quitting sugar journey because I just have not been able to eat, and like anything sweet is like hurting my stomach. So the good news is we're off and running.
Olivia is also recovering from COVID, and I did not feel good today, so I thought maybe I had COVID, and I'm still negative. Thank
Yay.
God. But
Yeah.
I only slept like 5 hours last night, so I'm thinking I'm just sleep deprived. But Olivia is also struggling with things tasting good or at all, for that matter.
Oh no, I didn't have that. Like I didn't have any smell or like loss of taste or anything, but like I have been nonstop like nauseous. Like I just like my stomach, like that was really the first symptom, was like the night before I had like just terrible stomach issues, and then I woke up the next morning with like horrible body pain. But so I haven't really been able to eat because I've just been like endlessly nauseous and everything sounds disgusting. And even though I'm starving, I'm like, I cannot put anything in my mouth because my stomach is going to be very mad at me.
And that's Olivia in the background.
In the background.
It's okay, sweetie.
It's okay. We get it. Everyone's got the vid right now.
Yeah, well, my brother and my sister-in-law and their 2 kids do too. So it's like,
see?
Almost everybody in my social circle has it.
Insane. It's been going around like crazy. So I hope everyone's being careful and taking care of themselves because it is not fun.
That brings us to the word of the day, which is affinity. We all have the affinity for COVID lately.
Nobody has an affinity for
Well, that's what affinity means, right? Like you're more likely to get it or you're more likely to attract it, right? Affinity. You have an affinity or you're attracted to it, maybe?
It's more like a liking for. Like I have an affinity for mask women.
Oh, yeah, you're right. A spontaneous or natural liking or sympathy for someone or something.
Ooh, sympathy. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I don't have an affinity for COVID. I have an affinity for people who have COVID, I guess.
I still feel like you're using that word incorrectly.
No, it says a spontaneous. So there's.
What are the sentences?
And under similarities, it says sympathy, or it says empathy, sympathy, and rapport. He has an affinity for the music of Louise. That's terrible.
Yeah, but sympathy can, okay, that makes sense, because sympathy can also mean like a liking for.
Yeah, and
in some
opposite are dislike, aversion, and antipathy, which I did not know was a word. Antipathy? Antipathy?
I don't know. But okay, interesting. Now that we've learned the definition.
Affinity. Affinity reminds me of Infinity, and Infinity reminds me of Buzz Lightyear, and that reminds me of Toy Story. And I watched just a couple of days ago the making of Buzz Lightyear, like the stages they went through to get to how they landed on what we know as the iconic Buzz.
Oh, cool. I
That
haven't
was
watched that
cool.
yet.
It was really cool. It was on Disney Plus, which I do not pay for. Somebody else pays for it, and I have the login for because I'm cheap. Uh,
I have Disney
and
Plus,
it
but
was
why? I
really
really don't know.
it was wholesome to watch Pixar animators and like how all of them have their thing that they're good at, and
Aw.
it was wholesome to find out that To Infinity and Beyond was like a giant joke because they're like it made no sense, but he
Don't
was
ruin
so
it. Stop talking immediately. Are
what.
you talking about Lightyear? Because I'm supposed to watch that tomorrow, so you're immediately done talking. Thank
No,
you.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about the Pixar creating the phrase "To Infinity and Beyond," and they're like, it's supposed to be
Yeah, but
funny
what
because
if I want to watch it? You're about to ruin it for me.
it's a 30-minute mini doc. I'm not going to ruin anything. Just the phrase "To Infinity and Beyond." They're like, "Oh, you're taking off your headphones. I hate you so much." Affinity. So that's what Affinity does for me.
Oh, I was gonna say the way you started that, I swear I thought you were gonna start spelling it like it was a spelling bee. Because we just read the definition and then you were like, affinity. Are you gonna spell it for me?
Affinity, Latin, Affinity. Affinity. I was actually never good at spelling bees. Fun fact about
Oh
Kristine.
no, I was terrible. I hated when we had to do that. I always have to like spell out, like write out the word on my hand.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, I'm terrible at that. I don't even
I had
try.
to do that too. But like the rules always mess me up. Like I before E except after C. I can say that as many times as I want, but as soon as I go to spell receive, it's all out the window. I'm like
Oh, yeah.
RICEV.
100%.
It's terrible. I
Yeah,
can't
no,
spell receive.
I'm just a terrible speller, and that's fine. That's why we have autocorrect and spell check.
Yeah, except I'm really tired of all my curse words becoming animals.
Oh, yeah, if you correct it enough times, it will just switch to swear words.
Oh, I gotta work on that then. I feel like I get so passionate and I type so fast that I just hit send and then it's like duck you and duck your
I
mother and
know. I duck your mother. Yeah, that happens to me constantly on Snap because I don't correct on there that
mm,
as much. But like in my text, like they know better.
wow, they know better.
Actually, my text will autocorrect odd things to be like swear words or naughty things, and I'm just like, oh, okay, phone. Thanks for
Yeah,
calling me out.
I have had when I do SHI things, it will autocorrect to shit. And I'm like, that is not actually what I was saying. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, see, you can train it. So if you like do fit correct the same word enough times, it'll start to just keeping it that way. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the other day I tried to describe like a shin, SHIN, and it just went straight to shit. And I'm like, dude, I did not say that.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah.
What do
Um,
you have for affinity? Anything? Do you have an affinity for anything related to affinity?
Affinity honestly just makes me think of work because I feel like I use that word a lot when talking about like marketing things.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, and so that's where my brain went first. I was like, wasn't I just writing a LinkedIn post that involved like an affinity for your brand? So like that's
Oh,
immediate.
advertising on LinkedIn, rough.
I know. Hey, whatever. They pay me to write them. It's fine. Um, but yeah, that's immediately what it made me think of is like affinity for your brand, which is why I was like, oh, it means like a liking for, like you're looking for someone to have like good warm feelings towards you or your brand or whatever. Um, and that is really, I think, the only time I ever use that word, although I do use it often.
I don't use it very often.
Well, obviously, we had to look up the definition.
Well, like, no, I know I've used it before though, but I don't use it. It's not. It's. I guess it's just funny that it's part of your daily vocab, and it's just like absolutely not a part of mine.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of words that do that, especially medical ones
What about salad?
between the two of us. What is that the next word?
Yeah, salad's the next word.
I was
I
like,
was
where you jumped ahead.
I was just wondering how each of us uses salad at work, and I use salad at work pretty often because I eat from the salad bar almost daily.
Oh, okay. So that is a very direct link for you. I don't know that salad comes up for me during work a lot. It used to because I used to work in like on like recipe sites, or like with recipe bloggers. So we used to talk about salads all the time. But I no longer do that.
Are you the reason why I can't get to the end of the recipe without going through 19 ads first? Is that your
Oh my
fault?
God. No, it's not my fault. If they had hired me, I would give way better advice on having a much better user experience, which would also increase your revenue. Nobody listens to me, but those bloggers are doing their damnedest to try and make a living. I'm not going to be mad at them about it, but hell no, I am not going to your blog because it is annoying as shit and Google is giving me the same information.
Yeah, the AdSense ads on those recipe websites are rough. I'm like, okay, great. I learned about your
Horrendous.
dog and
Yeah.
how chicken broth reminds you of your
Mm.
cat. And now we're scrolling all the way down. And I've made it past 9 advertisements for that Ninja blender I'm never going to buy. And now I have finally discovered that I do, in fact, need a 9 by 13 pan for this. Thank you.
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. It's terrible. It's rough. I don't know how recipe bloggers are surviving nowadays. Especially with Pinterest and stuff, like pulling part of the recipe into pins so that you don't have to do that. Um, but it's annoying as shit.
I hate it.
I do too. And I used to work for a blogger who has her website's much better. Um, but who has a recipe site like that where like people are invested in these people. They're influencers. So like
Oh my God.
the first half of it is about her kids, her family, her husband. Um, one of her like emails every week is like literally just her and her husband picking out their favorite things that they found online, which is just full of affiliate links. So it's like these people have like dedicated followings. So for those
Wow.
people, like the storylines and stuff, it makes sense. They're like bought in for it. But for the rest of us who are just trying to figure out how to make a fucking mug cake, it's annoying.
Yeah, it is. It is. Uh, it's a big yawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Kristine's
yeah,
very
it's a big
tired.
yawn. I'm very tired.
Very high energy
Salad.
episode.
Yeah, salad. Olivia has this desire to get like a salad set on the wedding registry. We're not going to do a wedding registry, but if we did, she would want that and a really nice knife set. And she's like, "Oh my god, look at this salad bowl with these salad servers." And I'm like, "Sweetie,
Oh,
how
okay.
often are we like we want a salad bowl?
Well,
Never
maybe
are
you would
we."
more often if you had one. You know what I mean? Like
No,
maybe you
no, no, no,
don't
no.
because there's not.
But here's the deal. I feel like I have many moments where I sit down on the couch and I'm like, God, life would be better with X. And at no point during any meal or any gathering or any time in the kitchen have I been like,
Salad bowl.
this moment would be so much better with a dedicated salad bowl. Never, not
Okay,
once have I ever done that.
but if it makes her happy, like
Right.
it's a salad
Sure.
bowl.
Sure. Yep. It's a $88 salad bowl, but it's a salad bowl.
Well, hey, you have a wedding coming up, so
It's
hopefully
a salad
somebody
bowl set.
will gift you your salad bowl set. She should start dropping hints to the wedding party.
Oh boy. And I've been debating about people have asked on TikTok about how to gift us something for the wedding. And I'm like, I don't really want to put a registry up because you guys could just get my address, which seems weird. Um,
Cash totally works. Or they do those registries where you can like set up like, oh, give fund our vacation or fund our child's
yeah,
tuition or whatever, and that way it makes people feel like they're not just like throwing money
throwing
into your
money, maybe.
Venmo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That's
an
been a
option.
thought. Um, I guarantee you, we're not even going to recoup what is spent on this wedding.
Well, I'm sure. I don't think most people do,
Really,
actually.
I thought everybody did. I thought everybody like spends
Mm,
low to recoup, and then they get like a nice little nest egg for their house down payments and such.
yeah, maybe in the like 50s and 60s, but it's been a minute since that's been the case, especially since the wedding industry decided to be extremely capitalistic and weddings cost like 40 grand minimum. So, yeah, exactly. I would love to hear from people if anyone actually did recoup. But from my understanding, you're just paying for a really big party.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah. a giant party.
Which
Olivia's over there
it's
shaking her head. No, she's like, no, nobody recoups what they spend. You're dumb.
yeah, yeah, I didn't think so. But it's like, you guys are paying for like the night and the memories and like it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
amazing and like we're all going to love in all of your joy. But like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, what? What? How did you think that was going to happen?
Yeah, I think part of it is I'm skewed to a much cheaper wedding in the Midwest. So like people
Sure.
come give you all sorts of money and you recoup what you spent because you're not spending a fucking fortune on your wedding like you are in New England, which is another reason not to move to New England for anyone else curious.
I mean, I feel like any big city or highly populated area, because I wouldn't say like a Chicago wedding is cheap, but that's the
Well,
Midwest.
so my ex and I actually priced out getting married at the Brookfield Zoo. And
Hmm.
for I think it was like 200 people, it wasn't as bad as you would have thought it was.
Yeah, they have a dedicated spaces for that.
Yeah. Yeah. They do. They do.
Yeah, well, and Chicago's competitive because there's like a lot of wedding venues that you can choose from, but still, that doesn't mean it makes it cheap. Like, catering's fucking expensive, photographer's expensive, videographer's expensive. Like,
Yeah, something I didn't anticipate being as expensive as it was is like flowers. Like florists are a lot more expensive.
fuck yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's always a,
it's
a
much more than I
hidden
anticipated.
surprise.
Yep, yep. And like cake versus cupcakes, like that kind of differential. I really like.
Oh,
I was
right.
always under the impression cupcakes would be a lot more because cupcakes were like the hot thing to do for a long time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Not so
Mm-hmm.
much the case though. I guess I don't know. Also a New England difference, I think, because people in the Midwest get super cheap cupcakes and it's no big deal. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I'm wedding doubt because
It
we
sounds
spent
like it.
we spent
Yeah.
today talking about hotel room blocks. I texted you about it, and I had to text the rest of
Mm-hmm.
my wedding party about it, and I don't know. It's stressful.
It's exhausting.
It's stressful to work on it when you're already tired and you already
Yeah.
want to slam your head against the wall until you are no longer conscious. Thinking of planning that is just it's exhausting, and I can't. It's the ADHD thing. Like I cannot
I was just gonna
sit
say,
down and do this when it's 8 months out. Like my brain is like, why are you trying to prioritize something that is so far away when you have all this shit that's right in front of you that needs done first? Like it's just so hard
yeah.
for my brain to do that.
And it's like so many little details and so much planning. Like that's a lot to keep track of. It's like easily gets overwhelming. Like
Yeah,
just
it
keeping
does.
track of all of that. Like for anyone, but like especially having ADHD, like you're looking at a zillion to-do lists right now. Like good luck.
Yeah, that's my other problem. I've started creating all these lists in different places, and it's like
Right.
stuff's getting lost in the mix between what
Mm-hmm.
list it's on and what level of completion it's on, and I have to be super cognizant of participating in these lists because you don't want your partner to feel like they're doing everything all the time, but also it's just like your brain feels like you have all these other things to do at the exact same time and to make it
Mm-hmm.
easier, and it's just like I don't know, it's overwhelming easily and quickly.
Yeah. It's a lot. So I mean, I feel like you guys are doing the best you can right now, but it's like super stressful and a lot. Have you considered a shared spreadsheet?
Yeah, we have a shared spreadsheet, which is great for like me on the cost side of things, keeping track of like what needs to be
Okay.
paid when because we're doing like they have installation payments where, like, you're paying X amount of dollars down
Right.
now, and then you pay X amount of dollars before and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep being like, all right, so when's the next payment for stuff? So Olivia put it all in the spreadsheet for me so I could stop asking her, which is smart.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
see? That's
We,
teamwork.
we do have a salad picked out.
For the wedding?
Yep. Yeah. I was trying to bring
Oh,
that back for the
okay,
wedding.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up. Man, whew, this is a rough one.
I think we picked not my favorite, but maybe Olivia's favorite um, of the salad from the tasting. We didn't do like a traditional Caesar. I don't remember what salad. Anyway, it's a salad. We have a salad picked.
Woohoo! One thing done.
Yeah. We have most stuff done, really. All that's left is like I have
Nice.
to find where my wedding party is going to get their outfits. I have to find where
Oh,
I'm going to get my
yeah.
outfit.
I was gonna ask, what is the outfit? Can I wear a suit?
That's the plan. Yeah,
Okay.
the outfit's going to be like a nice lady cut suit with like a ruffled ish blouse. preferably like a tank blouse. So when you lose the blazer, you're comfy.
Okay. All right. So no blouse is not an option.
No, while I appreciate how great that would look for you,
All right. We're all going to
Captain
look the same.
Captain Tall and Slender, not everyone else would be able to rock that as well. So
that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think my sister-in-law, who's in her like mid-30s, would be like, yeah, just not wear anything under this.
I'm in my mid-30s. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Okay, first of all, you're not in your mid-30s.
Yeah,
Secondly,
basically, 34
no,
is mid.
wait, hold on.
Yeah. What, you forgot?
34? I did.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought you were 31.
No, it's been a while since that's been accurate.
34.
Yeah, we both
so I take that
older.
back. Right. So she's in her late 30s then, because she's like 39.
Oh, okay.
That's a big difference.
5 years.
Also, you had a second coming, so this isn't fair. You've been reborn.
I love the way you said that. I'll take it.
Well, you have your original birthday of like being a human, and then you have your gay birthday of like doing that. So really, you're like a 15-year-old.
I mean, yes, mentally, I totally agree. I feel like I've been getting a little bit older, but no older than like 17.
And like, yeah, you have like your fresh ADHD diagnosis, so you're really just all the new things, you know?
I mean, I guess. I did get called Miss at the grocery store today. So.
No.
No, that's fine. It's better than being called ma'am.
Ma'am, yeah, I was just going to say, well, it's better than ma'am.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been a while since people have been calling me Miss. Out here, they do all the time. So I don't know if that's just like a culture difference or I look a lot younger than most people out here.
I get called sir twice a day, at least. It never fails. Excuse me, sir. Sir, are you busy? What are you doing, sir? I'm like, sup?
Oh, do you correct people or no?
If they're employees who I'm going to have to deal with more than once, I shame them.
That makes sense.
Not like terribly shame, but I'm like, hey, my name's Kristine. What can I help you with? And they're like, oh, okay, great, yeah. But if it's like a patient or something, I'm like, yeah, what's up? What do you need?
Okay, because it's not worth it.
Right. I also like I shame my coworkers that are my coworkers that say Kristen or Christina. I'm like, those aren't my name.
Oh, that feels weird.
Yeah, I'm like, somebody just the other day or just yesterday was like, Kristen, and I was like,
nope.
I didn't say anything, and they were like, Kristen, and I was like, just stared at my computer screen, stared ahead, and they're like, what the? No, can you hear me? I said, well, I don't know who Kristen is, so who are you trying to get a hold of? And she was like, I said, my name is Kristine, and it's been Kristine the whole 8 months I've worked here. Get it together.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah. So, and it's just tricky because we do have a night shift nurse named Kristen. So on nights when people say Kristen, she like hears Kristine and responds, and then it's super confusing, and I hate it. But
okay, that doesn't help at all.
No.
Well.
But yeah, I do a little name and shame on them for that.
Okay, that's fair. I don't think I would like being called Kristen either.
No, and I don't like Chris. I don't like when people abbreviate to Chris. There's like 2 or 3 people ever that can do it, and I'm like, fine, whatever. I've gotten used. I've just gotten used to you mispronouncing my name in that way. That like, okay. Fine. I've committed to letting you do it because you're clearly too old and too white to not do it. So here we go.
Okay, I see that. But good for you for correcting people.
I try. Whether or not they're going to listen forever, who knows? But here we are.
Probably not. People do what they want. It's the most frustrating thing about life.
My last thought on salad is the worst phrase for referring to sex is tossing someone's salad.
That was like literally the only thing that was running around my head the whole time we were talking about salads.
This was tossing salads?
Was tossing salads, yeah. I was like, what does that mean exactly? I was like, how does it involve buttholes? I'm pretty sure it does. Like, I've been
really?
the whole time.
I didn't think it did.
Honestly, we should Google it because I'm not sure. And I've been like avoiding bringing it up because I was like, I'm not honestly sure what tossing someone's salad means. So maybe I shouldn't start a conversation about it.
I thought it was the same thing as like getting railed or like messing up your insides.
I thought it was like a phrase for an actual like sex act.
I'm Googling what does tossing your salad mean. Toss someone's salad. What does that mean?
We love Google. This is a great way to end this episode.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold up. There's some conflicting information here.
Okay. I was wondering what's taking you so long.
Urban Dictionary has 2 definitions.
Okay.
It's basically I don't know. You're eating the booty like groceries. That's what that is.
Wait, is that your phrasing or their phrasing? Because I want to know what you thought that sounded better than.
No. That's from a song. Eat the booty like groceries. It's from a song.
No, I know. But is that like in the definition on Urban Dictionary?
No, I thought it sounded better than putting your tongue on someone's butthole. Does it not?
Yeah, I guess it does. It does now because it's hilarious.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. So
that was one definition in the male masturbation, which is much more boring.
Yeah, that's
but I could see how that makes more sense in the way of like what happens is a dressing situation.
Yeah, sure. But like, I don't understand. But okay, I definitely thought that buttholes were involved. So the first definition sort of made sense. But yeah, now that we're talking about it, how does that make sense?
Yeah, I really didn't think that it involved buttholes. Salad just seems too clean for buttholes, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Like, I know. I was very confused the whole time. So I'm glad that we've clarified a few things, I guess, about salads.
How do we make salads rated X?
Okay, look. I thought that's exactly where this conversation was going the minute you said salad. So.
No, I thought you were going to be like, yeah, I eat salad a lot. No, like the real salad, not the butt salad. You might eat the butt salad. I don't know. Do you eat butt salad? You don't have to answer that.
I haven't been tossing anyone's salad, so. But why? You're just assuming that because I'm a vegetarian, I eat a lot of lettuce.
I mean, your options are grossly limited, so yeah, I would imagine so.
They're not really. I eat everything except meat, for the most part. But yeah, I actually don't like salads too much, so I don't eat that many of them.
Really?
Yeah. They're boring. I don't really like salads. If I do make a salad, it's like mostly other toppings with a little lettuce underneath and a lot of dressing.
I was going to say, I douse mine in dressing. Yeah, we have this salad bar at work.
Yeah.
Where it's by weight, and the majority of my weight comes from adding my dressing.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Well, with my ex, we used to go get like easy dinners when we go to the salad bar at the grocery store, and which is also by weight, but like literally neither of our salads was salad. It was like the heaviest. It was like a 20-pound salad because it was all just full of like whatever fucking toppings we felt like having that day.
I used to go to the salad bar at one of the grocery stores back in the Midwest because I loved their pasta salad. Mm-hmm. So I would just get like buckets and buckets of their pasta salad. I'm like, this is not good for me, but it's so good.
Yeah. Something about that grocery store buffet.
Something about that grocery store tricolor pasta salad with that nice vinaigrette.
Yum. They just know how to do it. Yeah.
They just know how to toss that salad.
Yep. Gross. I'm never going to look at the grocery store guy the same.
Oh, rough.
I really hope that thought pops in your head the next time you're at the grocery store.
I'm confident it will. I'm supremely confident it will. It's going to pop in my head when I go to the salad bar tomorrow at work because I didn't make dinner tonight and don't have anything to take. So I will be at that salad bar tomorrow. I'm going to be like,
buttholes
over there. Yeah. Who over there tosses salads?
Oh, that's actually kind of a fun game, a fun people watching game. That's like innocent. You're not really judging people while judging them. You're just like, you think that person tosses salads? Oh yeah, I bet they do.
bet way more straight-laced people toss salads than we think.
I want to say I believe that, but then I also really feel like more people are vanilla than not.
I think that's accurate. I think a lot more people are not as adventurous. I think a lot of people are adventurous briefly and then realize how much being adventurous might not be fun, and they go back to
Yeah,
not being adventurous.
sure. Yeah, I agree. I feel like, yeah. So like I feel like a lot of people, a lot of straight laced people have probably attempted to toss salads.
Right, and then been like, this is not
Not for me.
these groceries are not as good as I was told they were. I don't want them.
I'd like a refund.
Yeah, I'd like to return the salad. Thank you. I'd like to untoss the salad. Can I put each leaf back where it was? Pre-tossed.
And on that note.
On that note, we will say goodbye, farewell to you all salad tossers.
The last 2 episodes have been weird.
They really have. They really have. Okay. Well,
until next time.
Bye.
Bye.